So, Satnam. I hope everyone can hear me all right. Camera angle's not the best, but we're gonna have to make do. I do apologize for being a little bit late today. I said I was going to start a live video yoga class at 6:15, but as life had it, we worked a little bit later today. So here I am now. I hope you can still join, and if not, then maybe you want to tune in and check out the class sometime over this long weekend, or whenever you feel inclined to do so. So in today's class, since I'm a little bit tired, better yet I'm exhausted, we're just going to do a little energy tune-up. We're going to balance the prana and the apana. They're these energies, these cycles within the body. We call them the vayus. And two of the main ones, prana and apana. This is prana is that force that draws in, and apana is that eliminating force. And when these forces are in balance, then we're more likely to be in balance. So we'll do a short little kriya, an exercise set to help balance the prana and apana of the body. And then we'll do a beautiful meditation, very powerful. It's called alternate nostril breathing. And that's it. It won't be too long. So if you want, you can find yourself in a seated position. Ideally, we're on the ground, but if not, then go ahead and sit in a chair. Just have your feet flat on the ground and just take a moment to center yourself. You can do this in any way that you like, especially if you're doing it at home and on your own time and you're not watching, following along with me. And then you don't have to tune in any specific way, but I do encourage you before starting anything, any exercise, that you just take a few conscious breaths to center yourself, to make sure that you're really present in the moment so that you don't do anything that is going to damage or hurt you in whatever it is that you're doing. So in Kundalini Yoga, we tune in with Adi Mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and we tune in using that mantra because that sound is very powerful. Sound penetrates the psyche, and it goes beyond the mind. You know, we have these mental patterns, these thoughts that are constantly happening, and when we get caught thinking about something else than what we're doing, that's when accidents tend to happen. So, however you feel like tuning in, come sitting up very straight, nice and tall, chin slightly tucked in, lengthen the back of the neck, and then take a few conscious breaths. Breathe deeply. We breathe into what's called the navel point, that little point just underneath your belly button, in at the core of the body. And as you inhale, just feel this breath going down the back of the body, moving into this space, and notice how the lungs start to fill up. And then at the top of your inhale, gently reverse that. As you let the breath out, draw this belly back in a little bit, pull it back in. It'll press the air out. And then just continue to breathe in this manner. Relax the shoulders, the face. And we'll take just a few more long and deep breaths. Draw these palms together now in front of the heart center. Rub these palms together briskly. This creates a little bit of heat inside the body, increases the circulation. And this action on its own, this movement of the hands in front of the heart center helps to open up that heart center of ours. And just pulling these hands slightly apart now, sensing the space in between. Just starting to sense the subtleties, the subtle energies of the body. Bringing these hands back together again, thumbs press into the sternum. And we'll tune in with the Adi Mantra, chanting it 3 times. Inhale deep. Exhale. And we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo gently suspend this breath in, stretch the spine tall, chin stays tucked in, focus the eyes, crown center, top of the head. Gently exhale. And just release these palms into the lap. Relax the shoulders, the face. And we'll begin our first exercise, Ego Eradicator Pose. And this posture involves breath of fire. And if you're not familiar with breath of fire, just take it slowly. It's a pumping action that happens when we pull the belly in to push a little bit of air out, and we relax the belly and it draws the breath back in. So it's a continuous cycle that we create, focusing on that exhale. We can always explain it in more detail later on, but for now, just do the best that you can. Don't freak out. If something doesn't feel right, just stop doing what you're doing and breathe normally. These hands of ours will come like this. The fingertips will bend onto the pads, so not quite a fist, but just onto the pads. Thumbs point straight up. And because the camera angle is not good, the hands are going to disappear. But we want, when we extend these arms straight up, the palms will kind of face like this, the thumbs will face like this, but we want to turn just so that the thumbs point straight up. So once these hands are extended, now make it so that your thumbs are pointing straight up, palms are facing forward, and just try to balance this out. It doesn't matter if one's a little bit wonky, we'll figure it out later. Inhale deep, and begin this breath of fire. Just about 1 minute, not too much. Inhale deep. Inhale deep. And suspend this breath and slowly raise these arms up. Try to touch the thumb tips above the head. Exhale as they touch. Suspend the breath out. Now squeeze the spine from the base to the top. Inhale deep. Stretch. Stretch up. Exhale. And relax these arms down. Take a moment. Relax the shoulders, the face. And breathe consciously from that navel point. Breath of fire is an amazing breathing pattern that we should be doing every day. It helps to detoxify the body, realigns the navel point, the center point, the power point of the body. That center is, sometimes we say that the center is in the heart, but actually that navel point is a very key point that I believe is misunderstood, but it's becoming more known again. So just doing that simple breathing technique has tremendous benefits for us, but we have to do it consistently. We have to practice it every day. Inhale deep. Exhale. And we'll begin this Kriya for Prana-Apana balance. So just coming onto all fours, the hands and the knees. And we're just going to extend the one arm out, one arm back, And just holding like this, breathe long and deep. Just 1 minute on this side, 1 minute on the other side. Just try to keep this chin slightly tucked in, lengthen the back of the neck, stretch out from your shoulders, stretch out from the hip. Breathe from the navel point, about 30 seconds left. Inhale deep, stretch out, lift up a little bit. Exhale, relax, and we'll come into the opposite side now. Inhale to extend out, opposite side, and just breathe long and deep. Lengthen the back of the neck, and really pull out, stretch the body in opposite directions. Breathe from this navel point. Just about 30 more seconds. Breathe deeply. Try not to hold this breath. Keep it moving. And focus it at that navel point. You'll feel how that breath, when you breathe into the navel point, how it moves the tension in the body, releases that pressure that starts to build up. And we can go do so much more when we breathe consciously from the center. Last few breaths. And inhale deep. Stretch out, lift up. Exhale, relax. Oh, that's good stuff. I was tired, but I'm starting to feel a little bit more energized. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And slowly just coming onto the knees. And we're going to stand on the knees, so I'm totally going to be cut off this time. We'll have to set the camera up a little bit better next week, but that's all right. And what we're going to do is, when we're standing on the knees, the hips are going to be held still, and just the upper body is going to start to move. So as you inhale, move these, the arms are going to be straight, and we're going to inhale to the left, your left. Inhale to the left and back, and exhale as you come around, but we want to stand on the actual knees. And we'll, again, just 1 minute. This helps to release that lower back a little bit. It's a beautiful exercise to do. Inhale to begin, just 1 minute. remember to breathe from that navel point. Just a few more cycles. Keep up. Inhale, center, stretch up. Exhale, relax. And we just have one more exercise, and then a very beautiful, very powerful meditation, alternate nostril breathing. And that's it. So stretching these legs out in front. And after the last two exercises we did, this one's going to be beautiful, because all we're going to do is just stretch forward. When you stretch forward, try not to round this back so that you can stretch more. Keep a nice tall spine, shoulders are gently held back. Inhale into that navel point, and then just stretch forward gently, and just rest these arms on the shins, ankles. If you can reach those big toes, squeeze the big toenail a little bit. It helps to activate and relax the sciatic nerve. And we'll hold this for about 2 minutes. Just breathe long and deep. And if you did these previous two exercises, then you'll really enjoy this exercise we're doing right now. Just remember to try to keep these legs straight, so don't bend the knees just to go a little bit farther. Just keep these legs straight, keep them active. Breathe long and deep, and just feel that breath at the navel point. 1 more minute. Inhale deep. Gently stretch. Exhale. And slowly inhale, rise up, shake the legs out. And we'll finish with our meditation, alternate nostril breathing. It's a very simple technique, yet it's very powerful, where we breathe in and out only through one nostril at a time. We'll block the right nostril, so we'll inhale through the left, then we'll exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. So if you get a little mixed up and you lose track of where you are, just remember that we switch at the top of the inhale. So we inhale, and then we exhale through the opposite. Inhale through the same one, exhale through the opposite again. So that left hand can come into Gyan Mudra. This Jupiter finger, index finger will touch. The seal of knowledge, wisdom. And this right hand will block off the right nostril with the thumb, and then choose a finger to block off the left nostril. And we'll go just for a few minutes. Exhale, block off the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril to begin. And gently release both hands. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Just bring these palms together in front of the heart center. Press these palms together gently. Suspend this breath in. Stretch the spine tall. Press. Hold this posture. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale deep. Put a little pressure between the palms. Stretch up. Stretch the spine. Exhale, relax. And so that was called alternate nostril breathing. Very simple technique, but very balancing. It helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain. It balances the nervous systems, the parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system, and it brings a very deep sense of calmness. So thank you so much for joining me today. Once again, I do apologize for being a little bit late. Next week, Friday, we'll have another short little yoga session starting at 6:15 p.m. And if you have any topics that you'd like us to do, any specific issues that you may be having, whether it's some sort of meditation that you'd want to see, or any type of exercises to help a certain part of the body. A very close friend of mine just mentioned that his hamstring's bothering him a little bit. So I think next week we'll do just some exercises to help release these legs, the backs of the legs, the low back a little bit. And for any future classes, if you are interested, or if you want to suggest a topic, I'd be very open to teaching whatever it is that you want to learn. And if you're more interested in some longer Kundalini Yoga classes, we will be bringing back regular Kundalini Yoga classes here at Waves of Meaning Studio in Burlington. And we can do online classes. I do travel to teach. If you want to do a private class or get a group together and a little bit more affordable, then just let me know and we can do that. We had a beautiful workshop last weekend, 2 weeks ago, something like that, at a very beautiful studio here in Burlington, Chrysalis Yoga, where we talked about the breath and the power of the breath. It was a wonderful workshop, and if you missed it, then we're teaching it again in Hamilton, at Della Soul Studio in Hamilton. So if you're interested in that, please check out their website and register. It's coming up October 20th. It's a Saturday, and we'll be just talking about the power of the breath and how this, correct breath is, and the different exercises to help release this navel point, to recenter this navel point, the power of our body. We'll go pretty in depth. It's a little bit of it's more of a challenging, but anyone can do it. You can always take it at your own pace. So if you're interested in that, please visit Della Soul Yoga Studio's website in Hamilton. It's the Hamilton studio where it's going to be. But you can always email me any questions that you have. You can visit my website, wavesofmeaning.com. There's lots of information on there, and you can connect with me through my website, through email, through Facebook. And I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. I wish that it's very safe and peaceful for you. Happy Thanksgiving for those of us who are celebrating here in Canada. And for all around the world, I wish you peace, prosperity, God bless you. Thank you so much. Sat Nam.